I do a lot of consultations with people who've filed their own paperwork, whether it's a naturalization application or a marriage-based green card adjustment of status filing. And sometimes they'll watch my videos and kind of go into a panic when they realize that they've already submitted their paperwork and that they've probably made a couple mistakes on the application. Let me give you guys an example of what I'm talking about. I recently consulted with a married couple. It was a husband and wife who filed their own marriage-based adjustment of status. So they filed all of the forms by themselves and they did a pretty good job. They filed the I-130, I-130A, I-485, I-765, and I-864. They didn't apply for advanced parole, which I think was a good idea. But after they filed it, they realized that they made a mistake on 2 of the questions on the I-485. They thought that they were supposed to just answer no to all of the questions that begin on page 13 and go on for a couple pages. There's a whole laundry list of yes or no questions, and most of them, for most people, should be no. But there are a couple questions to which it's common to answer yes. And those 2 questions, or actually 3 questions, are 2 of them will be found, I believe, on page 14. Have you ever violated the terms or conditions of your non-immigrant visa or non-immigrant status? And have you ever worked without authorization? So this person had worked without authorization after overstaying her tourist visa. So the answers to both of those questions should be yes. And then later on in the application, I believe it's question 76. The question essentially asks, have you ever been unlawfully present in the United States? And if you've overstayed your visa, the answer to that's going to be yes. Except for some rare situations, you are going to accrue some unlawful presence and answer yes to question 76 as well. So she had answered no to all of these questions. And so the question becomes, can you amend your application after you file it, but before the interview or even during the interview? And the answer to all of that is yes, absolutely. And the way to do it, or at least the way I do it, is I like to upload an amendment form. I just type it out in a regular document, like a Microsoft Word document. At the top of the page, I'll put I-485 amendments. I'll put the name of the applicant, the A number, the receipt number of the I-485, and then I'll just begin listing the amendments. Like, for example, part 9, page 13, question number 5. I just made that up, but you want to put the page number, the part number, and the question number, and then you want to explain what the amendment is. So for example, have you ever violated the terms or conditions of your non-immigrant status? I would type that question out and change the answer to yes in bold, and then put comma, I overstayed my visa and therefore violated my non-immigrant status. Next question, have you ever worked without authorization? Yes, I worked without authorization to support myself. These explanations are sufficient. You don't need to go crazy explaining like a full paragraph. If the officer has questions or needs follow-up during the interview, they'll ask you. By the way, every question you answer yes to, you should be prepared to talk about that during the interview. The officer will typically just re-ask you the question, and most of the times you just give the same answer. If you give a different answer, by the way, they will ask you to sign an amendment at the interview. And then at the end of this amendment page, I just type something like, I swear under penalty of perjury that my I-485 application with these amendments is true and accurate to the best of my knowledge and belief. And then I just have you sign it. And then I'll upload this page as unsolicited evidence for the I-485. If you want to make amendments to the I-130 or you want to submit additional evidence for the officer to consider right before the interview, I do this very frequently. Like 2 days before the interview, I will upload additional marriage evidence like updated bank statements, updated photographs, insurance documents, lease agreements, any updated evidence since you filed it. I like to upload it as unsolicited evidence for the I-130 right before the interview. You can also just show up to the interview with the amendments typed out and just hand it to the officer and say, officer, I made a mistake on my I-485 application. There's 2 or 3 questions that I answered incorrectly, and here are my amendments. I recommend doing that at the beginning of the interview if you weren't able to upload your amendments in advance. Otherwise, if you wait too long, the officer might think that you might be misrepresenting something. I mean, probably not, but you generally want to be upfront about the amendments before these issues come up at the interview. All right, guys, so that's the end of today's video. I thought I would just make a video on this specific topic because I get a lot of consultations specifically asking about this question. If you need any guidance on your green card application process, or you're looking for an attorney to assist you with naturalization, or you're in immigration court proceedings and you need an attorney, or you just want to consult with someone before you make any decision on how to proceed, you could always reach out directly to me, Pouyan Darian. I'm an immigration attorney handling these cases nationwide. The first step would be to schedule a consultation by clicking the link in the video description below or calling my office. We are currently accepting new cases, so if you need any assistance, feel free to reach out. Thanks so much for watching, guys, and I'll see you next time for another video.